Hey, we're going to take the derivative of some pretty simple functions. They're going to be written in a way that we're going to want to rewrite them first so that we can apply the power rule, because the power rule is our easiest rule and one of the few that we know at this moment. So we want to get everything in the correct form before we try to take a derivative. So the first one is y equals 2 over x to the fourth plus 5 over x squared minus 5x plus 9. Now we don't want any variables in the denominator, so we're going to use our negative exponents to bring some of these up. So we'll have 2 times x to the negative 4 plus 5x to the negative 2 minus 5x plus 9. So now we're going to apply the power rule. So y prime will be 2 times negative 4 x to the negative 5, and we'll go ahead and subtract 1, plus 5 times negative 2 x to the negative 3 minus 5, and that'll be times 1 times x to the 0 plus 0 from the 9. Okay, so cleaning this up, it will be negative 8 x to the negative 5 minus 10 x to the negative 3. And you may be wondering, should I get rid of those negative exponents? I don't see any reason to. I will just leave them there. Okay. Next, we have y equals 7 times the square root of x plus 5x to the 5 halves minus 8x. Now there's only one reason we need to rewrite this, and that's because of the square root. So we'll rewrite it as 7x to the 1 half plus 5x to the 5 halves minus 8x. Okay. Now that was just rewriting. Now we got to take the derivative. So we're going to apply our power rule. So y prime will be 7 times 1 half x to the negative 1 half plus 5 times 5 halves x to the 3 halves minus 8. So basically, if we have an x to the first, it will just go away, as we'll see. We'll have the coefficient. So clean that up. Y prime will be 7 halves x to the negative 1 half. Got messy. Plus 25 halves x to the 3 halves minus 8. Okay, so we're pulling the exponent out front and reducing the exponent by 1. Okay, the next set here, number 3, f of x equals 7 over the 4th root of x. Let's just go ahead and rewrite that. So the function, that part will be 7 times x to the negative 1/4. Change the 4th root to a 1/4 power and bring it to the top. The next term is minus 5x to the negative 9. No need to rewrite that, so we'll just write it down. And then plus 19 and times the square root of x to the 5th. So that'll be 19 times x to the 5 halves. Okay. So the derivative will look like 7 times negative 1/4, and that'll be x to the negative 5/4 minus 5 times negative 9 x to the negative 10 plus 19 times 5 halves x to the 3 halves. So a little bit of cleanup there because you don't want to leave it that messy. We're not going to over clean it up, but then it'll be negative 7/4 x to the negative 5/4 plus 45 x to the negative 10 plus, I believe that's 95 halves x to the 3 halves. Okay. So that's our derivative. Number 4, f of x equals 4x cubed minus 2 over x squared plus 7x to the negative 5 minus 3 over x to the negative 4. So let's rewrite. That'll be f of x equals 4x cubed is fine. minus 2x to the negative 2 plus 7x to the negative 5 minus 3x to the 4th. So everything is up top. So let's see here. F prime will be 4 times 3 times x squared minus 2 times negative 2 times x to the negative 3 plus 7 times negative 5x to the negative 6 minus 3 times 4 times x to the 3rd. Squeeze that in really tightly. Alright, so the derivative here when I clean it up, 12x squared plus 4x to the negative 3 minus 35x to the negative 6 minus 12x cubed. Okay. Repetition should help us get a pattern down. Okay. Last one's on this page. Number 5, y equals, the product of 5x plus 2 times 7x minus 9. Now this does not fit any rule that we have so far, but we can make it look like a series of power rules if we fold this out. So we can't take these individually as they are as the product, but we can multiply them out. So we'll have 35x squared if we fold it minus 45x plus 14x minus 18. Let's go ahead and combine those middle terms before we take the derivative. 35x squared minus 31x minus 18. Maybe that's right. The derivative will be 35 times 2 times x to the 1st minus 31x to the 0. So we don't have to write the x. Minus 18. So the 18 goes to 0. So the derivative will be 70x minus 31. Next one we have y equals 7 over the cube root of x minus 2x to the negative 3 all over 3. So we'll rewrite this. Y equals, so 7 over cube root of x will be 7x to the negative 1/3, changing that root to an exponent and then bringing it up top makes a negative exponent. And then minus 2/3 for the 2 over the 3, and the x to the negative 3 is on top, so no need to move it. Derivative time, 7 times negative 1/3 times x to the negative 4/3 minus 2/3 times negative 3 times x to the negative 4. So cleaning that up a little bit, it'll be negative 7/3 x to the negative 4/3 plus 2 x to the negative 4. Okay, just getting used to these rules.